Three Rivers Archery, your longbow and recurve experts.
Today we're going to talk about bow grips and different things to consider when you're picking your next bow. Bow grip is probably the most important factor to a bow when it comes to buying one. It's your first impression of a bow outside of looking at it on the rack or in pictures on a website. How it feels in hand, it is the first bit. Before you ever shoot an arrow, how it feels when you first grip it is going to make an impact on your mind. And you need to have a grip be comfortable to you in order for you to have confidence in the bow and in your shooting of it. So a lot of bows will have what we see here, which is called the medium grip, also standard grip, varies from company to company. And what that is, it's kind of like a comfortable handshake, how your hand is settled when it goes into it. So it just sits there, kind of a smooth style to it. Now, other things that go into a grip, especially on a medium grip, is the thickness of it, how wide it is, if there's curves to it, edges, things like that. But as we go to other styles of grip, we're going to cover both a low grip and a high grip. Now, a low grip, what it means is low wrist. Very common on longbows just because they don't have a lot of material, so they're more considered low grip. Low wrist is where the wrist, I'm over exaggerating here, but the wrist is flatter to it. You're getting more meat of the palm there against the bow itself. Now I like this grip, this is the style that I shoot because I find that with the wrist up there, my hand is in a set position. I have it flat against the bow. So when I'm pulling, I'm not worried about where my wrist is, it's going to be set flush. With more of a high grip, you have to be a little bit more steady to make sure that you're keeping your wrist straight. So again, popular with longbows, but they can be done in recurves. Just because there's more material, you can either cut them shorter, or like with our DOS grips here, where you can choose it and put it on there. So I like it because I find it more steady in hand and flat to the shot, and that I know my hand is going to be the same shot to shot. Now, with a high wrist grip, a high grip, what it is, and over exaggerating here, but your wrist is going to be higher up. You're going to be more flat across the palm here. More of the webbing of your hand is going to be against it versus being on the meat here. And what's nice about this is it's less contact between the archer and the bow. So if you have imperfections in your form or yourself, hold it wrong, something of that, over exaggerating here, something of your grip changes or whatnot, it's less impact on the bow, which is less impact on the arrow. Very popular with target shooters, competitive shooters, because they want the least impact on the arrow when being shot. So, and again, to over exaggerate it, it's where your wrist is kind of straight and sitting more in the meat, or not in the meat, I'm sorry, in the webbing of the hand there. Which one's right, which one's wrong? The answer depends on the archer. It is very personalized to you and what's comfortable. Now, you'll see some grips, you really can't see it on here, of different styling to it, where this one has a ridge line. And what that's trying to do is have it feel the same way in the hand. So if it has a ridge line there and I know it hits the lifeline of my hand here, I'm going to feel that every time I pick up the bow. That way it's kind of a second anchor point to it of know that I'm holding the bow right before I ever draw it back. It's great for that. You can have different styling to it. Bow I built with my dad, he used to have a thumb rest that was built into the side here. What that made is for when you grab the bow, you could only grab it one way because that thumb rest made you put your thumb right where it needed to be. Now, great for custom bowyers. We were building a bow to me, knew exactly how I was going to hold it. You don't see that in too many of the mass-produced ones just because you need to be open to more archers. You don't know who it's going to be. But definitely nice when you can add that type of customization. Now, if you don't know what grip you like, this might be your first bow or you're just new getting into it and that, stay with the standard, the medium grip here. It's designed to fit most people because it does fit most people. And from there, you can try different things. Shoot longbows, or if you've been shooting longbows and you like that, you can take that onto a recurve. Like I said, with our DOS line and a lot of other bows, especially custom bows and things like that, they can customize it to you. Now, these are nice just because of the interchangeable grips. But yeah, there's no right grip for everybody in every situation. It puts you in confidence that when you're holding that bow, that yes, it's good in hand, it feels good all the way through the shot. So definitely give them a try, see what else is out there. Pick up your buddy's bow, see how it shoots. You might like it, you might not. Having that confidence when you first put the bow in hand can make a huge impact on your shooting. Now, if you have any questions on bow grips or anything like that, please comment below. Be happy to answer it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, please hit that share button to share with your friends and family. I'm Jonathan Karch with Three Rivers Archery. Thanks for watching.